One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the USC Trojans, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Wolverines will put toe together and will get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the USC Trojans offense will have the opening possession of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48, and an explosive play gets this offense working. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Longo. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Snagged out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Southern Cal!
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you've got receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Michigan's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Goes to the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at at the 15.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got the back in the middle. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looks it in at the 40. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught over the middle. It's Shaw.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he fires a bullet to the tight end. He gets a paw on it, but he couldn't get it in. He couldn't bring it in. What happens with tips and overthrows? Defenses usually take advantage. They do here, and they get the big INT.
Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Shaw. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Finds his man. It's Shields. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. But no surprise to see the special teams, but you thought it might be the punter. Instead, here comes the field goal kicker. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Bought a little time, lets it go. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. The screen, and watch out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Lining up to convert 3rd down. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Power football with the run. Spins away from the defense. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Trojans are on the move. They're going to ride this running back.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Trying play action. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Cal. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything.
Turning it on! And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get down.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Under fire. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A quick pass to the left. At the 35, he's loose. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Caught in the backfield. It's Longo. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to look downfield again. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Trojans line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Give to the running back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Powers through. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. Using the quick game. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Oh, it's reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Smashes it between the uprights. Are forced to settle for 3.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll try the run. Finding an escape route. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
And the Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Or will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Longo. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made it tackle.
The Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls and fires complete.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Shaw. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Punts it out of the air. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Shaw. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him.
Grabs it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, KD bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody, you know what's coming, get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great 3rd down execution by this defense.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. From midfield, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball there."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Florida State is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 14 to Cal.
Oh, he broke out another move.
It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll send the tight end in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the single back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He lost one down the sideline. Touchdown, Michigan! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out, and they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They want to run this quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Big 3rd down as Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And the Trojans will punt this one away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Oh, he's got a chance. Short gain on the play before he slides. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass on second down. Got his man. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll sneak it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. He wants to throw it again. And they can't make the connection on third down. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree.
There he goes! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Right on the money. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lofts one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Rushes on him. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. 3rd and goal. And let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his big tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Trojans! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
USC 27, Michigan 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Off-play action on 1st down. A little release to the back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On target. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, USC. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by 7 over Cal. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Finds the tight end. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Runs through the tackle. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking for the score. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.